Hey there, Angel of Galaxite, back with more channeled messages. I do hope you're all doing well. I just wanted to say a very, very big thank you to each and every one of you for clicking on my channel in the first place. Also as well, liking, subscribing, it's all free, and what that does for this little channel is to lift the algorithms, which just basically means I'm seen more. I don't want to, yeah, it's a massive sea of YouTube videos out there, so if anyone can help me, that'd be fantastic. 10 blessings sent back to you tenfold. I'd also like to just thank my new subscribers and old. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to hit the notification button. Also, you can share and comment, which is great. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, so just remember, Spirit works through us in mystical and mysterious ways. These messages may not go directly to the intended person. They may be talking about someone you know. It could be their loved lost one, or a situation around you or them. You just may be this person heaven has chosen to deliver communication where it needs to go. If I say male or female, we have both aspects of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, so please take it as it resonates. Now, we will have messages where there is one particular soul coming through in a message, and it's called a message within a message, when another soul or souls piggyback on that message with just a name, a date. It just means something in your gut, okay? You will know, right? And take everything as it resonates and leave the rest for someone else, okay? Right. So the first message I'm getting in here is from a lady who wants to tell Lottie to stop spoiling things. Don't know what you're doing, Lottie, but she's saying, in a way, you're ruining your chances of attracting great things your way. She says, especially when you're talking about future plans. You could be saying things like, oh, it'll probably never work out. Well, her advice is to replace these types of negative phases with positive ones. Sorry, my throat. And you'll bring back more energy and enthusiasm to each challenge you are facing. I don't know where this woman had problems with her throat, but my throat feels like it's tightening, you know. Or maybe this is you know, because we're talking about negative, you know, speaking, you know, and yeah, throat chakra's probably a little bit clogged there. But yeah, it's really uncomfortable. Okay. So she was saying, bring energy and enthusiasm to each new challenge. Yeah. Alright, so I'm being told there's someone around you who's also not helping with that Debbie Downer sort of attitude. She wants you to keep in mind that you are the only one who ultimately decides whether or not you will reach your goals. Nobody else. Oh dear. Okay, so talking about funny responses. So she may have been quite funny in that way. Although intellectual, she would have had a really intellectual approach when dealing with others' feelings. I'm feeling light brown hair, glasses. May have been a bit on the unusual side, these glasses, you know, not your normal average brown or black pair. There's something that stood out. She would have understood others on an emotional level. She would have liked to question other feelings to understand more. Now she may also, or someone around you or you, may have a problem with your left ear. Maybe you don't hear as well out of that. But this is what I'm getting at the moment, okay? I feel just like the sound is, yeah, not as sharp. Yeah, may have liked to question others' feelings, but it was just to be to understand them more. although people wouldn't have liked it. I got a bit defensive. There's a reference to ginger. That's weird, because you know I sometimes work with signs and synchronicities. I walked past, and no word of a lie, a large piece of ginger in the road, and I kept thinking to myself, well, somebody's fallen out of someone's shopping bag, possibly. It would have been quite expensive because it was huge. Yeah, lost in transit, of course. I'm sure that person, when they got home, would have been a bit peeved. So I'm probably missing one important ingredient for the meal later on. I'm hearing Shirley, but I'm not sure if this is her name. And I'm hearing, our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Okay. So I've got D and B initials with this. The name Axel's coming in. C and N. A and C, R and C, G and O, A and R and N, R and C, N and C, 44 and 400 comes to mind. Okay, with that, thank you. Okay. Where are we going? Okay. Oh, strange. So I'm seeing lots of sauces and dips. Maybe like smoothies, vegetables and fruits all laid out. Okay. I'm also hearing powers through tough ingredients. Okay. Sounds like advice for someone to continue in a strong and determined way until the very end of whatever you're doing. Even when this is difficult. I'm hearing, how weird is this? Think of the other resilient companies that powered through the economic downturn. Okay. Even though the challenge was overwhelming at times. You just have to power on through. Okay. So does somebody have a business or something? Okay, so for someone you may have been struggling with a big loss and wondering if it's worth keeping the business afloat. Starting to make sense, okay. Well, I'm told yes. Keep going. I've just seen this mighty lion roaring. So you will need to be courageous and strong. In order, to surely push through this trying time. I'm hearing, do not let pride get in your way. Pride is a lion, yeah. Or a resolution. I hear you are honest and humble, and this will see you through. Also, creative imagination to achieve your goals will be great. I'm hearing Viscount maybe, sorry. Not sure why. N and P initials, T and A, V and Y, G and S, J and P, the number 39, the number 7, the number 8, and 5, 6, 7 comes to mind. Remember door numbers, dates, ages, you could go on forever with it. So I see a company, but it's in like an industrial estate kind of setup, okay? So if that's for you, that's for you. Okay, thank you. Keep going. This is coming from a light-haired young man, yeah. When I say young, it could even be just really young at heart, okay? Or showing himself as young. Something about a business that is a couple of doors away from where you are as well, okay? There is something you can learn from them study how they do things. Could be. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Well, so I'm hearing someone is ready to give away something quite valuable. And this is going to go to a charity shop. But I'm told this item is worth an awful lot of money, even though you wouldn't have guessed it. Okay, ooh, okay. It's a family heirloom. But I feel this has been sitting in a dusty attic for some time. With this message I'm seeing, I don't know whether the term is pebble dashed, but there is some, outside of the house, the front of the house, there's a small kind of front garden. I can see rows of cars parked. I'm hearing the name Ula. I'm not sure whether it's crockery, but I could be wrong, so please, just look through and get things valued if you feel it. Okay. Ask this spirit person to help you know which item it is. But I've got this feeling as soon as you see it, I think you've got a friend who could help out with that, yeah. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so this is advice just to double check the items, get them valued before you dispose or hand over any of them. I've got Arthur and Laura. Sybil's coming to mind. I'm hearing Clarence for some reason as well, so okay. Thank you very much. So when we think about okay, let's go into our healing words. Guilt lowers our physical and spiritual energy, while joy elevates you and allows you to fly. So the angels want you to give them your guilt, and they will transmute it into joy. Angel number today is 132. Most stories of ascended masters, such as Jesus, Moses and Buddha, talk about their incredible faith which caused miracles to occur. Well, this number is a message from the masters who are helping you boost your faith heavenward. Whoever needs to hear that. So the harder the challenges are, the more we have to fight to meet them. So when we're thinking about grief, at first grief is a harrowing experience, since our world is immediately turned inside down. We seem to be grasping at anything to get us through. We are in the darkest moments of life, and it seems that we are forced to go within to the core of our being and uncover a strength that we have yet to discover. Within you, there is a key for you to unlock even the hardest parts of the human drama. Within your heart sits the lifetime of soul experiences for you to draw upon when the most difficult challenges of life are being presented to you. I hope that helps somebody. Okay. So my next message. Okay, I've got some soul here, some loved ones telling me to tell you, do not change your plans. Something about a tropical destination that you're dreaming of, maybe. Saying you may think it's a silly dream, hopeless, as you never have the money, but you will. And I'm feeling no longer than 2 years' time this will become a reality, as it's meant to be. I don't know, when you get there's going to be something that you need to see, or someone. Someone, yeah. I've got the name Doreen with that. Thank you. there's a very quick pop-in, I'm being told. There's somebody here called Matt, and he wants to send his love and tell you he's okay. He's saying you won't find what you want in a dark room. Open the curtains. Okay, thank you. Okay, where are we? Alright, let's go into our song, shall we? So it's called Lost in Space. So, Little Lighthouse Family, if anybody remembers this. I think it might have been 1997. Okay, so this was playing in my head. And I'm just going to use the lyrics for this loved one who wants to send a message. Or loved ones, I should say. So he remembers that although he had this me first attitude, you'd keep on smiling and entertaining his somewhat selfish ways. Even towards the end of his time, he loved the way that you always wished hard for his recovery. The daily prayers, hoping that miracle would just occur. His observation from the other side of the veil is that your light, which shines so bright, it draws him so close to you, doesn't feel no solitude. So think of him as the first star at night. He's not lost in space without you, how could he be? A tremendous highway of light between your world and the divine world where he resides. He's letting out a hearty laugh and says you made him a better man and wants to thank you for never losing your faith in him. That's what he never lost, his faith in you. That's why, sorry. When you think of heaven and wonder how you will ever get there, know it will feel so fine. You will touch the sky. You and I will explore your idea of heaven hand in hand, every step, a wondrous adventure where you will really see just how much faith you have in him. Until then, know it's right, all right. You know I'm out there doing what I gotta do. You are my soul satellite, and I want you to know that I'd be lost in space without the thought of you. This person would have had a restless mind. I'm feeling a great deal of mental activity may have come across as childish but brave and impulsive. He may have done some type of detailed work, I'm feeling. I have fair to light brown hair, big fella, and he would have had a buzz cut, or maybe at one point in his life. There may have been some water damage. I don't know whether this is a memory or it's happening. There's lots of papers tossed in the air. Someone around you may have been sick or is vomiting, because that seems very relevant. I'm seeing a horn. You know, a horn for me means there's plentiful supply of everything that you need materially. And there may just be some good news on the way for you. Not for all who are listening, but the papers may have something to do with a court case, okay? So if you're in the middle of a court case or you're thinking of that, or it's going to be okay, yeah? The names I've got with this are Simon, Paul, Charles, John, Timothy, Jules, Kayleen, Vicky, Dana, Meadow, okay, it could be a last name maybe, or a first name, Thelma and Michelle comes to mind. Okay. January could be really relevant in this as well. And I've got Libra star sign, so could embody those traits or characteristics, or that time of the year could be important. I also have spring in my mind as well, so okay. Okay. Where are we going? Okay. So I'm hearing 6 o'clock. I'm told that you're beginning to sense and feel someone's energy, whoever I'm talking to. Tinkering of piano keys. Not sure why though. Okay. And I'm hearing music is the heart of the soul. So maybe you play the piano. Or they did. It could also be a song that is being hummed to you. Either you're hearing it or you're about to. So look out for that if you haven't. I've got the name Jacobs. And this person would have had a mark on the back of the hand. Alright. You may also see white, bright lights. And when you do, you will feel, if you haven't already, a feeling of joy and unconditional love. With this little message, I've got Lynn, Peter, Janice, Mike. Okay, take the names as they resonate. There could be people in the environment, people watching, people on the other side. C and P, T and Y, E and B, K and L, M and N. Alright. And no, that's it. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's see if we've got time for cards. Okay. So who's coming through with the cards? So I've got, I know I was a distraction from your pain. Okay. So maybe this person used you as a distraction from their pain. Oh yeah, of course, look. I know that I crossed the line with you. Okay. So somebody here will understand what this means. And I'm feeling that this could be somebody who was in their 50s when they crossed, okay? It's not for all, it's a general read sometimes as well, so, you know, take it as it resonates, as I always say. Okay, so I'm not sure why they crossed the line. Let's get another card out, okay. So finding out the truth crushed you, okay. Alright, I wonder what happened there. Alright, I'm kind of thinking that somebody may have had somebody else, or there was somebody else in the picture who is still maybe in this person's energy field, who they would have had a hard time saying no if this person came back, let's put it that way. They did have a big connection, although there was a connection with you, don't get me wrong, there was an even bigger connection, alright, with them. Oh, I know I messed everything up. I think what this loved one on the other side wants you to know is that there was a lot of love there, and there still is a lot of love there for this person. But in hindsight, as we got to the other side, you were so much more, you know, you were better for them, you know. You really did make their hearts sing. I think it was just more a sexual thing with this person, this other person. Could be wrong, but that's just what I'm feeling. Let's have a look what else we got. Oh, wow. Yeah. We've got Archangel Michael coming in. You might be rejected, but you've come through worse. The potential rewards are worth it. So yeah, it's just really just say to yourself now, look, you know what? This has happened. he's now coming in, or she's now coming in, to turn around and say to you that, you know what, I've seen the light, so to speak, as you would when you get to the other side. And I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm sorry for piercing your heart in that way. Know that he's protecting you, or she's protecting you. And remember that you have come through it now. You know, this is past. And this person's really thankful, or this soul, for the way that you've really loved them, and put up with them, you know, even through all these hard times. I'm not sure whether you had an inkling. You may have done, but this person wants to say a very big sorry. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Yeah, so I think that you may not have known, but this person is possibly wanting to come in now to clear up something that may have been a little inkling there in the back of your mind. You know, was this person, there was maybe something there, but it doesn't mean to say that there's not a sadness and you're not missing them, you know, and actually they're missing you, thinking about you too, you know. Yeah, you may be unsure about the future, but you know what, with the Magician card, you definitely can change things around, okay? When we think of the Magician, we think about power and transformation, you know. We think about the action we need to take. The ability to succeed, you know. And you've got it in buckets loads, I should say. So don't worry about it. Just check see if I'm still on. Yes, I am. All right. But there is much love and magic coming from the other side. You know the truth now. You know, you can change these emotions and think that actually he didn't cross the line. He was thinking about it, but you know, he knows that you always had this inkling. That's what he's trying to say, okay? So if he did feel like he messed everything up, it's up to you whether you want to forgive him for thinking those thoughts. There may have been some kind of rendezvous, but nothing happened, okay? Not in that way. So that's just for somebody. Yeah, so I think really, So yeah, it's funny actually, because the Magician is ruled by Mercury, you know, and that can mean, it's the mind, isn't it? It's communication. It can also mean a bit of trickery as well. But yeah, you know what? You'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine. You've got a good future in front of you, I'm being told. So yeah, and just have that will and determination to see this through. You've got a strong will, I know that, because you know when we see this card, you know, it is about having that strong will, you know, and using these facilities to the fullest advantage. So there is a little bit of magic coming from the other side in order for you to move forward. Could be money coming for you as well. But you know, that excitement and that passion is going to come back into your life. You know, that zest of life that you really need. So anyway, it's just a little bit, but he's sending all his love. And funny actually, we've got the lighter hair here as well. I know, I think I said light, I'm not so sure, light brown, but it could have been a bit of a blonde and maybe shoulder length like that. But yeah, you know, he loved you, that's what he wants to say. He's sending much love. Okay, I suppose I better end there before we run out of time, if I haven't already. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching my channel. I'm grateful and humbled to have a platform where Spirit and I can co-create to bring messages to those who need them. Stay safe, stay happy, and spread the love. Bye, till next time.